Good Thursday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV, the internal combustion engine age YouTube channel. Talks about all my cars and trucks and motorcycles and the dogs and life and attitudes. And wow, nice morning actually. It's, here foggy, overcast, but it's warm. And all the snow is melting. So good morning to all those subscribers that watch me on a daily basis for the morning conversations. Appreciate you tuning in and supporting the channel and helping it grow. Thank you very much. And as always, I've got something on my mind. Have you ever noticed that? Yeah. And what's on my mind today? And it's challenging. It's extremely challenging because I have my Harley hat on. I got my Harley paraphernalia on. I'm the Harley guy today because of the big Harley Davidson reveal. And I just am challenged on doing. I'm still fighting the cold and everything else, but the challenge is, what's the theme? Is it the Harley theme day or is it the crash theme day? Because there's so many things that are going on around us that, yeah, it's the Harley crash day. How about that idea? So here we are again. It's warmed up. We're in the 50s now and maybe even 60s. So all the snow is actually melting, which is actually to my advantage because I'm on an adventure today. I'm on a serious adventure today. And if you stay tuned into my channel today, you're going to see me go to a Harley dealer today and share with you the new Harleys. I have one of my selling dealers that has 12 brand new Harley Davidsons coming in today at 2 o'clock. The GSM has given me kind of inside information because he knows I got a YouTube channel, and he's going to let me get up there and watch the truck unload 12 brand new 2024 Harley Davidsons, and he's got a selection of them. And so I'm able to make a really good YouTube channel today, me sharing those on my channel, the brand new 24 Harley Davidson motorcycles. And I'm not going to disclose where it is because he has a Harley Davidson CVO Road Glide ST, and that's the hot item. That's the item people want. Come on, get up there. Here we get up. Come on, get up there. Come on, get up there. Keep on going. Keep on going. Get up there. And so, yeah. It's always the challenges, right? So anyways, once again, part of me is like, I should the theme of the channel should be Harley, but this afternoon I'm going to have definitely a lot of Harley content, and which I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I tell you what, I am so excited that I didn't buy that Triumph Tiger over the weekend, and I didn't, come to closure that was the right thing to do. I'm so glad that was put on hold because I just can't see myself buying that motorcycle. If you're watching my channel, you'll see I went down there yesterday in the rain, not real heavy, but in the rain. I rode that Tiger 1200. And what's going on with me is I have lived in vehicles my whole life. I have sat in vehicles for hours on end, day in, day out. And something that drew me to the Ford product so many years ago was the Cicadia, however you pronounce it. I have Cicadia in my freaking lower left leg, and it's bad. I mean, it's really bad. And what's really, really weird is with me getting off and on these adventure bikes, and I've never used to get on these adventure bikes the way they're telling me you're supposed to. I always came up to a motorcycle, and I flat-footed my left foot, and I put my right leg over the motorcycle. Even though it was extremely tall, I had the athletic capability and strength to just get on the motorcycle that way. Well, now most people are like, no, you put your left foot on the left peg and you launch yourself onto the bike. Well, since I've been doing that, my left side of my body's killing me. It is killing me. I mean, it's bad to the point that I honestly don't think I can own an adventure bike at the age in my life because of just me having to mount that bike and mount off on me putting all that exertion on this one part of my body, which has been a challenge for me throughout the many years. And that's what I was just saying. One thing that drew me to these products is they have massaging seats. And when I heard that I could buy a Ford F450 Platinum truck and tow my trailers up and down the Eastern Seaboard, and I could be in my truck hours on end, and I could have massaging seats and adaptive cruise control, that was huge. That was one thing that really drove me to Ford, because it took the pain out of my body of living behind the wheel of these trucks. And that's why I'm so disappointed that this Power Boost Platinum, Ford from the chip challenges, didn't put that in that truck, which is ridiculous. I mean, I should demand they put it in the damn truck. They should have been, when a chip supply comes in, we'll put that chip in there, and then your vehicle will have that capability. Maybe that's available. Maybe we should look into that. So, it's so ridiculous. The seat should already be set up for that. It was more about a chip thing, I think, than the seat design. So anyways, going back to the Tiger Adventure motorcycle, I just can't see it on me buying those adventure bikes. The Pan Am America, the Green Rush subscriber, he's hammering the hell out of me about the Pan America, and I agree. I think I should ride one, test drive it. Right, I think the new CVO Pan America is pretty badass, but here's the dilemma. I don't think I can own one, because I think I'm going to have ongoing challenges of my own physical strengths to be getting off and on that bike. And who wants to ride a motorcycle when you're in back pain? I mean, it's a very fine line of riding these motorcycles and enjoying these motorcycles. And if you're not in good shape and good health, it's no fun, because you're at hours on end on a certain seating posture that, I get another mouse, got another guy. So it's not, if you're not in good health, you're not going to enjoy yourself on a motorcycle. And so, once again, I'm so happy that I have been going around and really taking the time to look at my next purchase of a motorcycle. And I've just really come to closure that there's no way. I just can't do it. I'm just at age in life where I guess my body's saying, hey man, there's some things you can do and there's other things you can't. But it's not a big deal, because it's actually in so many ways the car gods, the motorcycle gods, advantage to me, because I didn't pull the trigger, and now I have an opportunity to go maybe buy a brand new 24 Harley Davidson motorcycle. Which one is that? I don't know. That's why I'm going to make a video this afternoon of me going to the dealership and showing the bikes being unloaded from a trailer. Hopefully I get there in time. And then the different bikes that they bring out. And I can share with you what I think I may want to buy and what may work or what may not work. And so if I would have bought that Tiger, that would have kind of made things a little more challenging to maybe get a new Harley Davidson 24. And so that's why I'm saying here that, boy, sometimes things happen for a reason. But for me, the craziness here is, if I was just to buy another Harley, here is 3 Harley Davidsons. Here's the 2023, I guess, Lowrider ST, or 2022 Lowrider S2 ST. Here's the 23 Breakout, and here is the 23 CVO Road Glide. And then I have in the trailer a 21 Harley Davidson CVO Road Glide. That's the lava rock color. That's the previous generation with the nice rear suspension, the 117 motor. It's a nice motorcycle, and it's just tucked up in the trailer out there for you to be able to see. And for those that are on my channel, you don't see all the bikes because they're now locked down these trailers. And maybe for the heck of it, we'll just go over to some of these trailers here, and we'll let you see kind of what's sitting in the trailers to keep the morning conversation going, because I always have a card in the deck of me to buy something, trade something. And so that's where I am, is what do I give up for another motorcycle? And that was what I was saying on my channel, is what am I going to sell? What am I going to give up that would make sense for the Tiger? But I've come to really waking up this morning and being in so much pain. And it's throughout the day. I mean, so this is just like, so just, here we go. Let's go to the trailer here. Let's open her up and let's see what little toys are in the trailer. Ah, there it is. So there's a Harley Davidson. Let's see if my light works. And there, look at that. There's the Chief Bobber. Which, yeah, the Indian Chief Bobber, Harley Davidson. That's a really great bike. In so many ways, it'd be cool to take this bike and trade it for a new CVO or a new, Harley Davidson. Yeah, right. Okay, well, I already have a CVO Road Glide. Well, there's more to it than that once I start explaining more about their Harley Davidson products. But this is a really cool bike. And I love the 117 motor. But it's the old style handlebars. It feels heavier, but it's a great bike. I mean, so I do like the motorcycle. But do I part with it? You never really see me on it per se. Right, I don't. Its challenge is, as you know, when you own all these different motorcycles, it turns into too many motorcycles. So you're over here to this trailer here, my big car hauler, and I got some other motorcycles in here. I should have grabbed my other key as well because that would have been... So I got my Honda Goldwing, but there's my Indian Challenger, and there's the danger. That bike there has incredible value, and I don't owe a lot of money on it, and it's always constant conversation. Do I part with that motorcycle? That's a never-ending conversation. My light's in here. Something's wrong with my battery. My battery up there is dead. I'm gonna have to buy a new battery for the trailer. But anyway, so here's my Road Glide. My Road Glide. Here's my Honda Goldwing non-tour that I bought used, and there's my Indian Challenger 2022. That's the Challenger Elite Edition. That if I want to put it in the market for sale, I could probably get some pretty good money. I've already had lots of offers. So there's just those motorcycles, and I should, just for the heck of it, go to the other trailer here, just so those that don't really watch my channel all the time kind of know a little better what's going on. But here's the thing. The brand new 24 Harley Davidsons have just been revealed. It's huge. Everybody and their brothers out there making videos, conversations, and that's why today I'm going to take time to go to the dealer that is allowing me to come there and video the bikes being delivered. And hopefully you can get some information and see things, even though it's all over the internet per se. If you want to see the new bikes, it's all over the place, especially the Harley Davidson reveal. I thought that was a really great video. I really enjoyed that. It kind of touched home to who I am when you watch the personalities. There's a woman in a video that can relate to her motorcycle riding, to being with her father when she was younger, and they would go to national parks on the motorcycles. And it's just really cool. Then a father-son relationship on motorcycles. So Harley did a really good job of making the motorcycle such a connection with you. What the heck? Okay, so now in here's the Honda trailer. So there's the CB1000R, CB650. So there's the Honda Trail. So this is the Honda trailer. And for the winter months, I'm out of room in the garage, and I really need to have cars in the garage. And if the weather was right, I would put a few more bikes in these trailers, and then I'd free up some space to get my Mopar products in the garage without being outside all the time. I could get just like 2 or 3 more bikes in that area. Then I could park a car in here. I could kind of rearrange a bike and put it in front of a car. So anyway, so it's all about the Harley adventures. That's what today is. But also it's about the crash adventures, which we'll probably get a little more into that. But let's talk about the Harleys, because that's what it's all about. And for me, if you're really watching my channel, I preached all since last fall that the next Harley Davidson product will be this product. It'll be this new Shark fairing for the Road Glide. It'll be the new gas tank, the new saddlebags, the new infotainment center, the new handlebars, the new seat, and it'll end up getting the 117 motor, non-CVO. I'm talking non-CVO, the new Road Glide 2024 motorcycle. It looks exactly like this motorcycle right here, with not as many aesthetics. It doesn't have... This is what's interesting. I was reading an article in Motorcycles Magazine, and I swear they're wrong. I predicted that probably the front shocks would not be the inverted forks. So I think you can only get the inverted forks, which is the more aggressive performance style front end shock for your front end, would be only by getting the high-end CVO product. So I swear that they don't have... So the Road Glide here looks just like this motorcycle, 117 motor, but it doesn't have the inverted front forks. And of course, it doesn't have the same, aesthetics and all the little nicer things that you have to get. So in the Street Glide, exact same thing. Street Glide CVO, it's the exact same updated bat wing, which in some ways is like the Honda Goldwing in my eyes, because it has those lighting up in the front fairing. And so for the Street Glide, it's the same story. It's the exact same platform as the CVO. See, in the Honda right here in the bat wing, you have those like LED lights right here, along with that new LED light right there. So same story. So Harley-Davidson has taken the 2023 CVO engineering design, and they put it now in all the Street Glides and Road Glides for 2024. They haven't done that for the limited Road Glide or the limited Street Glide. That's still the old platform. Very, very important. When I go up to dealership today, I'll try to take some time, walk through dealership, and try to show other people. It's like, you got to be careful. You go buy a 2024 Harley-Davidson Limited Road Glide, it's not the new generation. It's the previous generation. You go to buy a brand new Harley-Davidson Limited Street Glide, or the Limited, the Batwing with a tour pack. So the Limiteds are the tour pack style bike. It has the trunk in the back along with the saddlebags. It's a fully dressed bike. But the 2024s are riding off the old platform with the 114 motor. So it's something to keep that in mind. What's really interesting, though, is on how Harley-Davidson, this is where I thought my conversation should be about the crash, is because I talked about this just in the first part of the week on my channel, that the new 24 bikes, what are they going to do to my CVO? Well, the good news is Harley-Davidson didn't lower the price on the new CVO 2024s. I don't know why they would. I believe they raised the price by $2,000. I believe. I swear this was a $42,999 bike without the shipping and freight, whatever. And now these are $44,999. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I can find that out more at the dealership, because we can look at a 2023 CVO in their floor room or their showroom, and then we can know if I'm correct or incorrect. So the CVO line, they kind of held it strong, but they brought out a CVO Road Glide ST. That is the motor that is going to be sought after. Did you hear what I said? The ST is going to be the motor sought after on that bike, because it's not the variable valve timing 121. This is a variable valve timing new 121 motor for 2023. So on the ST is the sport bagger, king of the bagger series style bike. They're trying to make it be the king of the bagger series. If anybody here is a real motorcycle enthusiast, will know what I'm talking about. That new sport of where guys ride around on chopped bagger bikes that do the circuit racing. And it's huge now. It's very big. And Harley-Davidson, and in some ways Indian, have taken advantage of that by making their bikes more luring to that type of racing. And so the Harley-Davidson, you have a Harley-Davidson Road Glide CVO, but then you have a Harley-Davidson Road Glide CVO ST, which I believe has a shorter, choppier bag, but it has a race motor per se in it. It has a 121 non-variable valve timing that has different cam in it. It has some different internal components on it to make it supposedly more powerful than this motor. And once again, it's not the variable valve timing, which I've always questioned that new technology in this bike, if that will be long-term have issues, which I think it probably will, but we'll find out, and maybe other people know better than me. So this afternoon, I'll be able to show more in person the differences of these motorcycles and go a little bit more into depth like other people have already done. But for me, the crash, that's what I'm saying. I have hard challenge this morning. How I name my theme is Harley or Crash, because here's what's going on. The Harley-Davidson new Street Glide and Road Glide, not the CVO, non-CVO, they now come standard with a 117 motor, which is my favorite motor from Harley-Davidson throughout all my years. All the Harley-Davidson 2023 motorcycles, you had a choice of the standard versus the special, which, if I'm correct, is it the 110 motor versus the 114 motor or the 107? I'm not even real sure on that. But if you price a standard Rogue or a standard Street Glide or Rogue Glide 2023 to a 2024, the 2024 is $3,000 less. Did you just hear that? So if you go to a dealership and you look at a 2023 Harley Davidson Street Glide, not the special, it's, I believe, well, let me take that back. I think that the standard is $25,999, but then the special is $28,999. So my apologies. So if you want to get the 114 motor versus you're going to get the 117 motor, you're $3,000 more for a 2023 motorcycle on the special side. On the standard side, it's still, I believe, the same price. But once you get into the special and you want a little special, paint theme, colors, whatever it may be, a little bit more flair, you're now borderline $6,000 more. So the crash. So that's what I'm saying to you. So for anybody who owns a 2023 Harley Davidson Street Glide Special or a Rogue Glide Special, you just got the crash, because you now can go to the Harley Davidson dealership, buy a brand new 2024 updated, latest greatest technology, latest greatest infotainment center, latest greatest suspension, and the 117 motor over the 114 motor for $6,000 less if you bought the $31,999 bike. So the value of your Street Glide Special for 2023, 2022, 2021, it's just tanked. Harley Davidson just crashed that market. And I'd be very interested to know, what's the percentage of this Harley Davidson Specials that gets sold over the standards. But even the standard's going to take the hit too, because it's not the latest, greatest Harley. It doesn't have the 117 motor. So, and now Harley Davidson no longer offers two different packages, meaning the standard bike, which I think had the 107 motor, or you go to the special and you get the 114 motor, which was the CVO motor. And so for Harley Davidson, you just have to scratch your head and say, wow, who is their base? Their base is returning customers that have a Harley Davidson Street Glide. The Street Glide, for the most part, has been the most popular selling motorcycle for Harley Davidson for most of its many, many, many years. Now, I don't know if the Road King with the Shark fixed fairing has kind of taken that market more so in recent years. I think it has, but even for me, I used to be a Batwing guy. Now I'm a fixed fairing guy. So did Harley Davidson just create their own crash on their product, being that they have made it where a guy comes in that has a Harley Davidson Street Glide Special? There's the Lowrider ST. Nothing changed for 2024 in those that I know of, besides colors. It's still the same suspension, frame, 117 motor, and that's a really cool bike. And so a guy comes in dealership that, let's just say, bought a 2022 Rogue Glide, or Rogue Glide Special, Street Glide Special. He probably, paid 31, 32, 33 with the tax tags, setup and freight, blah, 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 blah. And the reality is, if you didn't get the discount on the bike, you're at $35,000. And now for the dealer, you're selling dealer that gets these brand new ones for $25,999. That's the suggested retail. They're probably into them for 20 grand. That's my guess. They probably actually pay 20 grand for the bike, 21. So for your bike, you're going to have a jaw dropper when they tell you your Road Glide Special or your Street Glide Special is probably worth 15 to 17 grand. Yeah, you think that's far-fetched? It may be worth 18. Is it going to be worth 20? I doubt it. Because the sales guy's going to say, here's my challenge, sir. You've got a used Street Glide Special, but I got a brand new 24 that's actually the better bike now, has the bigger motor, and as some dealers out there decide to kind of do a little discounting down the road, I got to be careful, because if I buy your bike and now dealers are selling these things for 25 grand plus tax and tags, and they don't have setup and freight, oh my gosh, and I got your used bike that I bought from you, I better be careful, because I'm probably going to be fighting to get 2021 out of it. Yes, that's where it's all going. So Harley Davidson, in so many ways, I'm just befuddled. I'm scratching my head, because if you watch my channel, you know that every dealer has a Harley Davidson CVO, and it's platinum silver, like every dealership, it seems like. And it just seems like they saturated the market on this product. That's why today I'm going to say, okay, tell you what, I'll trade this for that. What's this worth? And this here is a $43,000 motorcycle per se, $42,999 and blah, blah, blah. But now it's $44,999. So that's maybe a little bit of an advantage for me. So what do they tell me it's worth? My guess is they're going to tell me it's worth $35,000 at best. That would be my guess. Even though last fall I had a deal where the dealer was going to buy it back for me for $40,500 when I was trying to maybe trade it for something else. And I knew that was probably the highest price I'd ever get to it because it was only in the market at that time like 45 to 60 days. So for me, I think Harley-Davidson, in so many ways, they've brought a great new product to the market. But at the same time, are they creating their own havoc and crash on their own inventory and their own struggles of getting the reorders, the repurchasers of existing motorcycle enthusiasts that come there and want the latest, greatest, and their jaws going to drop when they see that the value of these 23, 22, 21, 20 Harley-Davidson Street Glides has tanked beyond believable. And many people trade in a bike and put negative equity into the bike. There could be some guys that own Harley-Davidson Street Glide Specials, Road Glide Specials, that bought one last year before. They could be in those things for $38,000, $40,000. And then if they customized them and they did any work, wow. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see. Right out of the gate, I feel very strong that the 2024s will do pretty good, kind of the initial rah, shish kamba. But then once the dust settles, and those that are sitting on the fence and then decide to go price one out and get that jaw dropper of their bike is worth close to half of what it was. Wow. And then what is the market? I mean, where's the market? And so if you think about my conversations this past week, it was about bankruptcy, the wealth, coffee conversations about Starbucks. And today, I think we could really say we're getting ready to witness a crash. And another reason I brought that conversation up, and here's the thing for anyone watching my channel, I'm going to have a lot more in-depth video time of the brand new bikes where I can hopefully have the 2023 bike, 2024 bike, and I can walk around and for my own just knowledge of owning these, I can maybe share some information and those can participate. Now, I'm not telling you where this dealer is because they have a special bike coming in. And I don't want to disclose it because I don't think every dealer is going to have one. And what's crazy is after that big reveal, many dealerships throughout the country got truckloads of 2024 Harleys right after that video of yesterday morning's big Harley-Davidson reveal. If anybody there isn't abreast to it, just look up Harley-Davidson reveal on YouTube and you'll see the video that shares them. A really good video. I think it was a really good video. I think they did a good job. I think it was just really hit home to how these motorcycles connect us with who we are, your family members, your adventures. It's great stuff. It makes you want to go jump on a motorcycle and go ride out in the country and be with your friend, your wife, your daughter, your son, whoever it may be, and you just can really escape from the challenges that we all have of our daily lives of having to take care of everything that we have to take care of. And that's why I love motorcycles, because you just get to escape. You get to just have a time out in life and get to see the scenery. So the crash conversations, what kind of spurred that at the last minute was the conversations of these cars, of how the auto insurance industry has started jacking the rates of car insurance premiums like never seen. What they're saying right now is from 2020 to 2023, the insurance premiums on most people's policies have increased 38%. And the reason I'm bringing this up is this morning, these insurance companies are showing record profits on their earnings. But at the same time, they've taken huge losses as well. And if you're watching San Diego, if anybody here's abreast to San Diego of what's going on out there and them being flooded, and what's interesting is John Williams, who has this YouTube channel that has Get Good Credit Fast, whatever. He has his own credit repair business, and he uses a YouTube channel to grow that. Let me get up here because we're getting to the 30-minute mark, and I'll talk forever because there's so much content and so much information to share with this Harley-Davidson which is really exciting. I mean, I'm excited about this. And do I get another new Harley? Do I end up having 5 Harleys? Do I trade a Harley? I mean, in so many ways, yeah, trade a Harley for a Harley, but it gets too complicated to get all the details and how that plays out. And what do I give up? And blah, blah, blah. And so this guy, John Williams, he's saying it out there in San Diego that most people have no flood insurance. It's like 2%. 2% of the people that live in Southern California, it's a desert, right? So he's saying that the crash, I mean, and that's all you hear. This is all we hear over and over again is everything's crashing. The car market's crashing, EV market's crashing, car dealers can't sell stuff. Apparently, Vroom has lost their ally financial support to enable them to hold inventory and buy cars. Allies pulled the plug. So apparently Vroom is in challenging times. But you just see this content all over the place on the YouTube channel. I do, because I'm the motorhead guy. So most stuff I'm looking at is all car, motorcycle related. So all the content that constantly populates is all about the dire straits. So, and that's all you hear as the Barrett-Jackson auction is now going. If anybody's watching that, you know, for me, being the guy that's watched Barrett-Jackson for 20 plus years, it's just incredible. I'm seeing this younger generation show up. I mean, it really is. You see these young guys. I mean, you know, they're not like kids, but you're now starting to see the millennials and these 30-year-old guys are sitting in the audience and they're buying $50,000, $100,000 cars. And you just think, boy, you know, I'm getting older. That's for dang sure. My body's telling me that. And just looking around, seeing all these young guns that are making a lot of money in this tech. I mean, it's incredible what's going on. So the crash, so John Williams is saying out there in San Diego that all these cars that are underwater, all these businesses are underwater. The list goes on and on and on. He's just hammering on how he claims that most of these people have no flood insurance, that their policies don't cover that. And so these people that have this severe water damage to their home, their cars, they got a serious challenge. He thinks that the great reckoning in the change of wealth is on our doorstep. And that's all you hear is the constant rhetoric of how things are going dire straits. So I thought the car insurance industry was a good theme, because what it's saying here is what's going on in the car industry because of all this new technology and all these cars is it's really making it much more challenging for these car insurance companies to pay the bills, because these cars have gotten so expensive to fix. So here's some statistics I'm reading off of the internet. And what it says here is if you go so many years back, when a person's car was damaged, a traditional vehicle today actually runs $4,400 for a repair. Or if you go to an electric vehicle, it's $6,618. So it's 49% higher than a regular so the electric cars are helping drive up the cost. And that's why man, how many times we have these conversations on my channel about this electric infrastructure is so expensive. But they're saying that the insurance claims have soared 64% from 2018 to 2022. It's now $5,992. It's close to $6,000 for an average repair cost. And it's because of all this technology and all these cars is making it so much more expensive to fix them. So people are now getting a wake-up call, and their insurance premiums have been jacked to the hilt because they're helping to offset the losses from all these expensive cars that are getting in car accidents and all the technologies needed to repair them. And it's very, very expensive. So you have to say to yourself, boy, if that isn't going to be a challenge as time progresses. And so for a person now, if you go buy an electric vehicle, what's the electric vehicle insurance versus a gas vehicle? I mean, it only seemed fair that the ICE vehicle would be less. Be no different than your driving record gets a better premium versus the guy that's a reckless driving record. So you'd have to imagine now you have to do your research on how much more electric vehicle is to insure your car. So all these offset green agenda things. Oh, I save money. I don't go to the gas station anymore. You know, well, I don't know about that. If your insurance is $1,000 more a year, I have no idea. I've never done this research. I don't know. But if your car gets in an accident and it sits in the garage for 2 or 3 months for it to get repaired, and you're out of a car, you have to rent a car, I mean, there's just so many variables there. Whole point is, this stuff is all, in so many ways, you have to believe it's just going to drive this incredible crash of the automotive market, automotive industry, motorcycle industry, the boat industry. But yet, is it happening? Is the 2024 year, is Joe Biden going to escape by the time election year time comes? By the time the election comes in fall, will he be able to keep this ship from sinking? That's what you have to really wonder. How long can they keep on bailing water when the ship is going down before people start to realize the ship really is going down? I mean, how much longer? But at the same time, has anybody seen anything radical? Does anybody have any stories that your brother-in-law, your best friend, your dad, they lost their job, they lost their house, they're in dire straits, they have no money? I'm witnessing this all over the place. I mean, in this era I live, you just don't see it. You don't hear about it. I mean, but I guess all these illegals, I guess you just go merge in with the illegals if everything goes south and go hang out with them. Get a new look, right? Get a new name. And I guess you get put up in a hotel room and things will be okay. I mean, heck, it's maybe in this way, I have to wonder, all these homeless people in this country, they don't even get the same treatment as the illegal immigrants do. I mean, how does that work? I mean, just beyond believable of where we are, what everything's going on. So the crash is the true crash here on our doorstep, as so many YouTubers are pounding their fists that it's here. But is it? I don't know. And why? What's the fixation? I mean, why the fixation? But I think everybody would all agree on my channel. Everything's so much more expensive. Everything. Your insurance is more, your credit card rate interest, your car interest, your home interest, your food prices, your energy prices. I mean, does this make any sense? And so many people are going to sit there and go pull the lever for Joe Biden another day? Wow. Where are these people getting all their money? I mean, really, where are they getting all this money? Does half this country have independent wealth where their parents or somebody gets enriched them like never before? I mean, wow, what is going on? So anyways, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up because I want to spend time doing some video conversations when I go to the Harley dealer. What would I maybe buy? What do you think if I go to the Harley dealer? And what do I give up? But here's the next thing you got to say to yourself too. For Indian, so I've been told by the owner of the Indian dealer that Indian's got some pretty cool stuff coming for 2025. And they're going to eventually do a big reveal as well. So hearing that now the Street Glide is $3,000 less, but in so many ways it's $6,000 less than the previous generation Street Glide Special. And now you're going up against the Indian Chieftain. So you got a $25,999 Harley Davidson with a 117 motor in it, with the latest, greatest technology in it, and a better riding bike, a better package bike. And what is the Indian Chieftain spec'd out with a 116 motor? I think that motorcycle is probably $3,000 more, if not some ways $6,000 more. So what has Indian done, or should I say, what has Harley also done to the Indian side? So the whole motorcycle market on the bagger bikes, the cruiser touring bikes, they've truly may have just lit the match to burn down the house. Yeah. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoy my videos. As always, reach out. Ask for an Ice Age TV sticker. Just Ice Age TV comments at gmail.com, and I'll mail you a sticker or two. Put it on your vehicle, put it in your mirror, who knows? I don't know. Put it on your hat, whatever. Put it on your shirt. Yeah, whatever. So just email me and I'll send you out a sticker, and then share the channel. Let others enjoy the channel, and I love the comments where people, weigh in. They like my channel. That's powerful. I appreciate all that. That goes a long way. So anyway, stay tuned for the Harley Adventure Day, because that's what's up next, and I'll be publishing videos this afternoon. So everybody, God bless. Stay safe. And what am I up to?